In Rise of the Tomb Raider, Lara Croft braves the Siberian wilderness in search of the secret of immortality. Well, I think before I find immortality, I should probably learn how to build a fire first. That's why I'm here at Survival School Canada to do just that.
Come on, Morgan, let's go.
Well, when someone finds themselves in a survival situation, what are the first things that they need to do?
They first of all need to stop. Many people just go crashing through a situation and they don't actually give any thought. So take that 10 minutes, stop, assess your situation. So you don't want to be going through the bush when it's dark because you can have accidents and really hurt yourself. So we're going to start looking around now to make a shelter. That's the very first thing anyone should do. Take a natural break, pause, and then consider protection from the elements.
Got to find shelter.
You've seen how wet it is around here. So you want to pitch your camp in an area which isn't going to get wet if it rains again. There's no real dead trees hanging over us which could fall on us in the middle of the night, so we don't have that problem.
Oh yeah, that's important to take note of.
After we pick our location, we need to start gathering materials to build our shelter.
Excellent.
Ooh, that's sharp.
Now, that's a girl with attitude.
Don't mess with me.
And what we're going to do first of all is make the wicker frame for the shelter. Nice big swing. Oh! So you found out pretty much how hard work that machete is, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to get the axe out for you,
Okay.
and you're going to see the big difference between the two of them.
So that was a bit of a test.
And you haven't even got through that first.
I haven't even got through, and it's such a skinny tree.
Yeah, and we need about 20 of these.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so let's put this away.
Next, we cut down the saplings using an axe.
Oh, so much easier. All right,
So now we're going to start construction of the shelter. Are you ready to go for this?
I'm ready.
We then fashion a ridgepole and support beams.
So worried of snapping it in half.
Well, there's a few more trees around here we can cut down for you.
Oh, there we go.
And we're going to lash this around.
Okay.
Now, normally I would find natural cordage, but there's none around here of the trees. So we're going to use some paracord.
Once the supports are lashed with cordage, we weave in tree branches to provide insulation from the elements.
Can you feel it just getting stronger each time we put something through the
I
lattice?
can't believe how sturdy this is. Paul, I have to admit, I think our little home's cozy.
It's going to be great. So obviously we would normally put a lot more material on this, but for the sake of today, we're just going to put a tarp over it now, and then we're going to work on our fire.
How does someone even know that they're in a survival situation?
That's tough. We're Type A personality people and people who really push themselves hard tend to not acknowledge the fact that they're in trouble. And that is something which everyone goes through it. Oh, it's just over the hill, it's just around the corner, it's just through the trees, right? And you have to say to yourself, mental discipline, by this time, if I haven't found what I'm looking for, I'm going to shelter in place. The reason we're choosing this is once the fire's going, the entrance to your shelter is very close, but not too close. So you're going to get the radiated effect of heat going into there. Now, it's important for safety reasons, but the fire is a little bit off to one side. So if you have to get out of your shelter in a hurry, you don't scramble right out.
Right into the fire. Okay, that's smart. What kind of psychological effect does it have on somebody when they find that they're in a survival situation?
First of all, denial. How can I have done this because I'm so great and all the rest of it. And then stress, shock, and they're getting very afraid. They won't admit it, but they get afraid because they've never experienced losing control. And that's what it comes down to. You've lost control of where you're going to. And that's something where you have to really get a handle on it. There she goes.
I did it! Well, that's another set of Tomb Raider skills acquired. I've learned how to climb, shoot a bow and arrow, defend myself against the bad guys, and now survive the wilderness. What could be next? Paul? Paul, what's next? You're really making me nervous. Paul!
Tune in tomorrow to see what Paul has in store for me.
This is so cool!